Hey ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here today on ESGNet as we make a return to MLB 19, the show. This is Road to the Show with Theo Bonds, and today we are going to see Theo in action along with him and the rest of the Tigers, and some action here as we are going to be facing against the A's. So the A's are coming into town here, and they are 6-5 right now, currently in their division. But right now 6-2, and we are leading it, of course. And we like the way we're playing right now. So he's going to be facing off against Johnny Cueto, Arnold Silva, Sonny Gray, and Chen in this one. Now the A's actually, I'm looking at my notes here. Actually, the A's are actually in second place, but could be a top contender for their division, this early in the season. And we'll see. We got some help here from our coaches here. We're going to work on some attributes here, work on some clutch batting. But nonetheless, here we got a challenge there that the coach wants us to take up here, and I kind of made a decision not gonna, okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. So actually, yeah, we go ahead and do that challenge. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've seen some of this footage, but nonetheless, today we'll see Theo and of course Jackson and several others, Miguel Cabrera, and not to mention Danny Duffy, because I believe even in this game he is he's a DH guy again. I don't know why, but they have him as DH. But we'll see here to start off. Not a good start there for Theo, as he is going to go ahead and strike out there. Go to the bottom of the third, 1 on, 2 out, and he's going to sky this one out to center field. Should be no problem here for the center fielder to track that one down. We're trailing by 6 here in this one, and the A's are really jumping on top of this one as they extend it now to an 8-3 ball game. And Bonds there finds a hole there through the defense this time around, and is able to ground to a right for a base hit. So nice job there from him, and we'll see how that will develop here as Lucas DeLuca comes up to bat here, and we'll see how things go with his effort at bat here. He has a 1-2 count, so not in his favor, and we'll see if he can move Bonds over. And oh yes, that's going to get Bonds over from first to third there on that or that single from DeLuca, and that's going to put him in right there where we want him to be. And with 1 out here, we got a good shot here if we can get Mata here to hit a base hit up the middle or down the third base line here. We have a shot to get a score here and try to cut this lead in half on the A's, but no, that is not going to be the case in this situation, as Cueto gets his 7th strikeout here in today's game. Strikes out Motto. Now Mac Wolf up to bat here. 0 for 2 for him. He struck out twice, so our chances now trying to get a base hit here is going to be, well, next to none really. It's going to be a slim challenge now here for him, as Wolf, well, he will strike out for the 3rd time in today's game, and that'll leave 2 stranded. So Cueto does his job and makes sure the 2 men on base stay on base. It's 8-3 as we go on now here to the 7th inning. So we'll go to the 7th inning, and we'll see a 9-3 ball game. This one's going to get popped up, and the infielder there, the second baseman, if I'm not mistaken, there is going to track that one down, and that one is going to be the easy out, and of course retire the side. So 9-3 after we wrap up the 7th inning, and Bonds and the Tigers have to try to come back roaring. As we'll see, we're down by 4, bottom of the 9th, 2 out, nobody on, and Bonds, well, that is just going to be a drop 3rd strike. And an easy play there for the catcher to get to. And Cueto will pick up the win here. And, man, I'm telling you, these A's, man, they're on fire right now. And if they're anything like our other Road to Show character, DeMarcus King, who you guys can find here on the channel, yeah, these A's could be potentially be something here. This could be one of those dark horses there But nonetheless, they pick up the win and they take game 1 of the series. 9-5 is your final score. 1 for 5 day for Bonds as he strikes out twice in this game. And that's not what we want to see from our slugger going to this, starting the series off like that. So we go on now to the second game here. As you see the latest records now for both clubs. And of course, we'll try to see if we can turn things around here, have a better chance now today. As we'll see James Medler there on the hill there for us. There you see his numbers there. And of course, Bonds is going to be in the lineup, of course, and we'll see how he does. If he can turn that 1 for 5 day from just a night ago, and try to see if we can get a better outcome than last night. So nobody on board, 2 out. Bottom of the first, 2-2 count here for Bonds, and Bonds will rip this one right in front of the third baseman. The third baseman boggles it there for a little bit, but does get it back and gets it down to first base for the out. So no score coming across the plate at all in that first frame. Go now to the fourth, and we'll see here at the bottom of the fourth, down by 2, nobody on and 1 out. And Bonds here, he's going to run this one out here as he will get safe there at first base. So it will be a strikeout and a wild pitch, and that'll of course be putting Bonds there at first base. So we'll see how Bonds will now do here as he sees Miguel Cabrera. A nice face to see in the DH position. The person that's supposed to be playing DH. Unlike what we've seen here in the last couple episodes, Danny Duffy playing that position. Trust me, we'll see more of that here. As we'll see Bonds there gets to first to third there on that base hit. So now with 1 out and 2 on the corner, still 2-0. Oakland leads this one, and we'll see that one skied over there to shallow left field. That's going to bring in a run, and now runners in first and second for the Tigers. Now we'll move on here. 0 for 2 day, struck out, ground out, but he came in as a run that we just seen there not too long ago. So we'll see what Bonds can do now here up in this at bat, as we'll see him in the 6th inning. And so the 0-2 count, and down by 3 here in the 6th. See the swing of the bat there. That one's going to go right to the first baseman, who makes the tag there at the bag. And that's going to retire Bonds. As you take a look there, he is just kind of just wondering what is the deal here today. I think they might have his number here in this series. And if he keeps batting the way he has been, now Silva. Silva will there, of course, get a strikeout there on Bonds, as there's 2 away now here with 1 still stranded there on the pond. And that'll be it for this one, as it goes 0 for 4 for Bonds. Tough day there for him, but for the A's, they pick up another win here, and that's the 2nd win of this series. And they could take this series now here. They can actually win this series. Just by winning 1 more game here. We still got 2 more games left in this 4-game series, but they can win this series if they can take game number 3. So there you see the final score. 9-3 is your final. 0 for 4 there for Bonds. Take a look at the rest of the numbers there, both for Oakland and for Detroit. Miguel Cabrera 2 for 3, a home run, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Not enough there to help us out in this one. So we'll go now to game 3 of this series, and we'll see how things are going to shape up here. Hopefully we can try to split this series here. This is very important for us to try to split a series. Really, truly, any team, you go a 4-game series, you want to, if worst case scenario, you take 2 out of the 4. 3-game series, you want to take 2 out of the series. But it looks like the way we've been playing here, this might be a quick series here for Oakland. And with swings like that, Bonds is going to be rung up again by Sonny Gray this time, as he strikes out there, as he left on board. Nobody out and 1 on here for Bonds. They're down by a run here in the bottom of the 4th, and this one's going to be hit up the middle there. Nice hit from Bonds, as Bonds attempted to go for second, but realized there's someone already there and he'll just take the base hit. Move on now to the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th, 2 out, nobody on. We're up by a run here, and we'll see. Oh, that's another wild pitch. And this is going to be a chance now here for Bonds to get on board. So another strikeout, but wild pitch from Gray. The first one, at least in this game here today. We've seen now already this twice now happening to Bonds. As we see Miguel Cabrera up to bat next here. 1 for 2 with a single. And, of course, he's going to try to help us to kind of advance us over to second base and try, or at least actually he needs to try to hit us home here, or at least try to advance us over and get the next batter up. But we need a home run from Miguel Cabrera, but no, they decided to go ahead and walk him as he draws a walk, and that's going to put him at first base. So now runners at first and second, so I'm assuming they're going after a batter that's not doing so well here and kind of void. And there you see Luca, 0 for 1, a walk and an RBI there already from him. So we'll see what Luca can do as he's 2 for 2 with 2 out. This one is going to be, it's going to now force the count to a full count now. As we see Scott Moto there getting warmed up. Full count here, and Bond's going to go ahead and take off, but it's going to go ahead and be a walk. As Sonny Gray is having a little trouble here now. Already 2 batters he has now walked here in this inning. So he's walked Duda, and he has walked Cabrera already back to back. So Scott Motos, well, he's probably hoping that he can get the same thing happen to him. But of course, he's going to try to see if he can knock Bonds in, as Bonds is sitting at third for this ball game. So bases are loaded now here. Full count for Mota. 2 out. Base hit here will score. And we'll see if we can get that 2-run lead. We'll get this 1-run lead extended to 2. And no, that's not going to be the case, as Sonny Gray gets the fly ball out there to left field. So that ends the inning. Bases are loaded. Nobody can come across. And that is it after 5. It's still 2-1. Going now to the bottom of the 7th. Oakland is able to come back and tie this one up 2-all. Bonds up to bat here with nobody out and 1 on. Bonds looking for a pitch. He gets it, but that's going to be a ground ball there to second. And, of course, that's going to force a double play, which will, of course, get him out get him out in the inning there. So he can't do anything in that last at bat. We'll see now down by 1 here at the bottom of the 9th. 2 out, nobody on. Him, 1 swing of the bat. There he goes after the first pitch, and that one grounds right to the first baseman. And again, that is going to get this ball game over with. So no such luck there in this one, as we do lose this one 3-2, as we do now lose 3 straight now. And we got to turn things around if we want to avoid, especially now, avoid a sweep. We don't want to get swept in our own house here at Comerica Park, and I'm sure a lot of fans are wondering what is the deal with this club. So here we are now at the game 4 of the series. Bonds, there you see his numbers: 4 home runs, 13 RBIs so far for the season. He's hitting well above average at .388. Bonds here chops this one over to the shortstop there. This should be an easy play there for the shortstop. It will be. And that'll be it for the inning, as they get a quick 1-2-3 here at Comerica in the first frame. As we go now to the 3rd inning, got a runner on first here. We're going to try to see if we can advance that runner in scoring position with 2, or at least try to drive this runner home, actually. And we'll see with 2 outs, this ball's going to be sailed out there, and it's going to be caught there in the foul territory down right or first base line. And that'll be it for the inning, as 1 is stranded. So 1-0 as we go on now to the 5th, and it's still the same score. Nobody on board and 2 out. 1-1 count here for Bonds, as Bonds rips this one there down the shallow right field, and that is going to be a base hit for him with 2 away. So Miguel Cabrera now up to bat here, 0 for 2. He's ground out, and he is also struck out today. And we got to try to turn things around. He has 3 home runs, 5 RBIs so far here for the season. As Bond's going to go ahead and take off here for second base. And it's going to be well, no such luck there. No stolen base, but they get the ground out there on Cabrera as they see a nice dive. And that is going to get Cabrera out there on the play. That's going to get you out every day of the week. Especially from a Pablo Sandoval there who's playing third base there. As we go on now to the 7th. Let's see, down by 2. Bonds there tries to hit a base hit, but he cannot get that one through as Holt's right there. And that is number 1 there in the bottom of the 7th. As we take a look here, somehow, some way, we come back and end up winning this game. As we win this one, a final score of 3-2, so we'll avoid the sweep. Thank goodness. Jeez. I was getting a little worried there, but Bonds 1 for 4 in this one, and not a good series at all for him, as he really struggled at the plate. And now we have to get ready here to host another team. This time, one of our fellow American League Central teams, and that'll be the Chicago White Sox coming up. So that'll be coming up in the next episodes. They are, I believe, they are now number 1 in our division. They have leapfrogged us with these those first 3 losses there in the series against Oakland. Chicago is taking advantage now, and they have now taken first place. So they're a game and a half ahead of us. As the Twins, or excuse me, I should say 2 games ahead of us. Twins are just a game and a half behind them. They're in second place right now, and we'll eventually have to play them here pretty soon. We'll have a road trip coming up into Minnesota here in about another episode or 2. But nonetheless, there you see the current standings right now. Royals and Indians there in 4th and 5th place. And we'll try to see if we can turn things around coming up against those White Sox coming up in the next episode. It's a 3-game weekend series at home. We'll finish this home stand right now that we're currently on and try to turn things around here. Try to get this, we got that 3-game losing streak off our back, but we gotta get some momentum going here for ourselves. So that'll be coming up in episode 226 as we, like I said, host the first place White Sox coming up in the next episode. But that is it for me, you guys. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of when this series or any other series here on the channel is uploaded. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Links are down below in the description. And as always, check us also out on Patreon. We do have a Patreon page, and be a part of the nation that way. And it'd be greatly appreciated if you guys do happen to join it. Got some pretty good stuff in there for you guys if you do become a member. So that's it for me and for this episode of Theo Bonds Road the Show. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.